In this video, I'm going to show you how to locate the beloved Anvil blueprint, and I'll help you do it as fast as possible immediately following your expedition. Yes, it's definitely appropriate for those who haven't completed the expedition. We've designed it to prioritize PvE gameplay as much as possible. Don't be deterred, please, by the length of the video that follows. Within this video, a full 12 minutes are devoted to showcasing authentic gameplay. This footage features a loot run, presented at double the normal speed designed to clearly demonstrate the location of the raider caches on the damn battlefields. I found Anvil very often, and there are a few settings that you should change, or one important setting that you should change in order to hear the raider caches better from a distance. In the second loot run at the very end, you'll also see a test. So I will do this at normal speed. The goal is to determine the maximum distance you can be from which you can still hear the sounds clearly, from which you can still hear. I'll just say it, 40 m is the maximum range. After that, you won't hear the things anymore. You get the optimum sound at approximately 20 to 30 meters, and then with a good headset, you can pinpoint their location incredibly well. You'll see that in the gameplay in a moment. There's one thing, a very important point I really want to share with you so that you might see just how much luck you can experience as on. The first expedition was barely over. That was 8 weeks ago. My very first round with the new raider, I spawned at the scrapyard and could already hear the ticking of the raider cache here in this area. Bon, I'm not certain whether it was located up here on the site. I opened the raider cache, immediately the envelope. You can be that lucky. That was probably a coincidence. I will show you right away, as mentioned, which loot route you guys can just follow. Now, I'll start the gameplay now. There's an event called Uncovered Secret Stashes. Could you be lucky and it's currently active on the damn battlefields, then you significantly increase your chances of locating this item. It's obviously incredibly improbable you'll find it right now, particularly if you're actively searching for it at this moment. In addition, that is simply a small piece of advice. Now, here's another piece of advice related to your audio settings. For this, I'll make the video as loud as possible. Definitely turn on night mode. And if you still haven't done that, then you will be able to hear the sounds of the raider cache quite clearly. I'll press play again. I'm unsure now if you can hear that in the video, but the sound is much more awesome when listening to it with the headset. As I said, you can definitely hear the thing really well between 20 and 40 meters. Here we have an osprey. Of course, anything under 20 meters should be logical anyway. It's very easy to locate. Now, in the same round, on this peninsula, and I'll show you in a moment, we encounter the Anvil. That's right, the osprey and the Anvil are in the same round. To clarify, this is separate from this event. I want to emphasize that. It begins with a loot run. The final 12 minutes of this event are where you'll find a significant number of raider caches. I'll also show you a heat map in a moment where you can find the spawn locations, and this is another new round in the east of the map. In the map, again, the Anvil. Actually, we are not going to fast forward, but rather we'll move on to the next part. I'll simply increase the speed a little so that you clearly see it's all completed in only a single round of action. We are therefore, once again, at this immense reddish lake, if we can put it that way. Let's quickly run there now. We'll head back over to this peninsula, and on this peninsula specifically, it's a rather nice little secret spot, and I found them there 2 or 3 times now. So this spot and here, around this lake, these different spots that I'll show you in a moment, are worth their weight in gold. I found them here very often. We now find another blueprint here, specifically for the torrent, during the same round, It's also a very powerful weapon. Now let's quickly go back to the heat map. Right, so like I mentioned, that was just here. I'll zoom in a bit. This was the area for the first Anvil. We also found a second Anvil here, and the osprey was in this area as well, with the torrent also appearing here once more. This is actually my sweet spot here. This area in the east of the map. Here's some additional gameplay footage I'm adding for you. Now that begins somewhere else. We'll head down a little way at first, you see, because this forest is brimming with filming locations. Take a look. And Rank has previously stated you can position yourselves anywhere within this area, and then you may be able to hear approximately 2 or 3 of them. Most of the time, it's just one. Although the spawn rate is relatively limited, the density of raider cache locations, meaning the probability of finding some near wherever you happen to be standing, is remarkably high. And then from here, we'll head up and walk along this area. And as you can see, this is all on the edge of the map, so it's as PvE heavy as possible. After that, we will move around this area once more, ultimately arriving in this specific zone where we will carry out another extraction where we will, and that's all the important things to talk about. If you're looking for more guides, news, and other content, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be incredibly grateful if you show your support by giving my video a thumbs up. But before I get any further into this stammering, I'd say have a lot of fun now with the gameplay, and that was me. Stay healthy as always. Ciao.
Gas over.
Wet.
10 minutes.